I want to be more intentional, thoughtful, and proactive in my relationships as a New Year's resolution. Like the title says, a change in my life I want to see next year revolves around my personality and how I treat people in my life. I want to be closer to the kind of person who thinks of something their friend would like and just drops it off on their porch, who comes up with really good gift ideas, who sets up their friends and loved ones for success without them even knowing. So any advice around habits, practices, practical plans, and strategies for day-to-day interactions and kindnesses, etc. would be appreciated.
Aw. Well, I think your first step is putting, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Is like realizing that you want to do these things.
Yeah. So I think you're already one step closer than you think to being this person. So cute.
Yeah.
I think in terms of the gift giving one, because this is something I started doing a few years ago. Like, I have a note in my phone of gift ideas for people. And I really try to, like, when people are like, oh, I saw this cool thing on Instagram and I really want it. Or like, I don't know, people don't really say that, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, people do say it.
Yeah, people just talk about like brands they like. And you have to have a keen ear for these things and just like write it down. It's, as simple as 1, 2, 3, girly.
Wait, that's such a good idea. I also have that too. The gift thing. And I started that a couple years ago because I was so bad at gifts, like horrendous at gifts. I couldn't think of one thing. So I did start writing down ideas, or anytime I would see a good gift idea, if it was in like June, I would write it down in my like, gifts for friends for, it's not just for Christmas, but that's when you typically buy people things. Anyway, I saw on like Instagram or TikTok or something, there was a girl, her number in her boyfriend's phone, like her contact, had notes in it about all her favorite places to eat and what her favorite order was from each of those things.
Oh, yeah.
And he wrote it down, like every time she wanted something, he would write down her favorite things. Like, you don't have to memorize everyone's favorite things all the time. Like, yeah, make yourself a note. Like, if your friend, and wait, let me look in yours. Let me see.
Aw.
I'm going to pull it up. I definitely don't have anything. Sorry. Don't get excited. I've never done this. But,
I'm dying.
But I want to see like where you would add it. Let me see. Yeah, so you can add notes to it.
Yeah, I think I've done that.
In the contact, on your phone. So just if they say, oh my God, I love Cheesecake Factory.
That we do.
Write it down on a random, like when she says it, be like, loves Cheesecake Factory. So then when her birthday rolls around, what are you leaving on her doorstep? A slice of cheesecake. Or you can order it to her house, or give her a gift card for her birthday. Yeah. So I feel like that's actually a really easy way to do things, is just writing things down like as you live life. And when they express interest in something, just write down things about people.
Yeah, I love doing that. It's so fun.
I think another thing that is like a grand scheme of life kind of idea is the more secure you are in yourself, the more you will want to help other people. And I've heard this in... just full circle business books and like self-help books and talks and stuff like that about, or from successful people, wealthy people. It's almost like a pyramid, and as you become like better, it's like success, or like monetary success was the example in what I was reading, but just in life at all, it's like a pyramid of like success and like stability, self-esteem, like how comfortable you are, how secure you are in your life, and like how close you are to like your peak happiness. It's a pyramid. So at the bottom, there's like, wait, I'm doing like the Illuminati symbol right now. But at the bottom, there's like all these people, and they're all kind of like fighting to get up the pyramid. And like the higher you go, the closer you are to your peak happiness. There's sadly like less and less people up there.
Yeah.
So it's not as much of a fight. Like, you're not at the top of the pyramid trying to like fight off all these people because you're the only one there, or there's like 3 people there with you. You don't feel the need to like knock them off. In fact, you're like, I'm kind of bored. Come up here with me. It's so great,
Yeah.
Especially if it's like your happiness. You're like, yes, be happy with me. This is great. You don't see people as a competition. And I feel like that's how it is in life too. Like when I was struggling with friendships years ago, I was like, oh, they're so annoying. Like I wouldn't wish success on them because I'm like, I don't have that for myself. But then the more secure you are in your own life, and when you're on your own path, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing because they're not on your path.
Yeah.
So like there's like a proverb or something that is like there's 100 or 1,000 paths up the mountain, and it doesn't matter where anyone else is because they're not on yours. Like yours is different, and you don't have to like knock anyone else off because they're not your competition.
Yeah, because no one is.
Yes.
But yourself.
No, it's really true.
Like when you're secure with yourself and the things you have, you notice what you don't have less. Because you...
Wow. That's such a good point.
Should I write a book?
Yes.
That one of your billionaire friends will read?
My billionaire friends. Yes.
We're the billionaire friends, actually.
Ethical.
Because you might be at the top and have $1 million. Actually, that's not even. You might have $1 billion.
In this economy, $1 million ain't all that much.
And you might have friends and the best condo in Manhattan, but maybe you are single and all your friends are married. And all you think about is what you don't have, which is that one thing. But then you look around and you're like, but I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I know exactly what you're trying to say.
It's such a dumb example.
It's not dumb.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, you're only focused on what you don't have, even when you have all these other amazing things.
Yeah.
Focus on that.
But it's more like,
that was so basic though.
no, I think there's two sides to it. And it's not even about focusing on what you don't have. I think that actually reveals what you truly want and what would bring you to your peak happiness. So you could have all these physical things and yeah, you could still be grateful for them. But if what you actually feel that you're missing in life is genuine friendships, like you don't have to be jealous of other people. You don't have to like try to tear other people down.
Right.
Focus on building that thing that you feel you're lacking.
Right.
And then that security will come and that will help you like build other people up in turn. So I also saw another quote that's like, your jealousy is an opportunity to show you what you truly want. And I think that that is interesting because I feel that I can be a jealous person, but I don't really like using the word jealous because I almost feel like when you're jealous, there's a connotation that you want to take it away from them, but I don't want to take it away from them. An example would be like, let's say I want to be an actor. I'm jealous of Anne Hathaway. Like,
same.
If she's like my number one like goal, like my celebrity crush, whatever, I'm so jealous of her. I want to be where she is. I don't want to take it away from her. I want her to have it too. She's amazing. She's wonderful. I think. I don't know. I shouldn't have used someone I know nothing about. Nicki Minaj. If I want to be a rapper, if I want to be the next rapper, it would be easy to be like, I'm so jealous of Nicki Minaj. But no, she's my queen. So is jealous the right word? I want what she has. I would love to have that much success, but I don't want to take it away from her. I want us both to have it. So is that jealousy? I don't know.
I
feel
either.
like we can like label it as jealousy.
I feel like it is jealousy, but
it is.
There's nuance to jealousy.
So when I say I'm jealous of people, I'm like, I am jealous of you, but I don't want to take it from you.
Right.
You know, that's how I see it. So
like, I want you to keep what you have, but I also want me to have that.
Exactly.
If not better, let's go.
Exactly. So I think that it's okay to like be jealous, but just evaluate what is that thing that you actually want and how can you work towards it in your own life. And I feel like once you get to that peak happiness, all these other things will follow.
But do you think that peak happiness actually exists?
No, I think it's a journey.
Like, don't you think that like you could be at the top, have $1 million, have the dream relationship, the dream friendships, like, but you're always gonna have one thing you don't have? Or are there people that have it all? Like, I don't know.
So I don't think it's about having it all though. Like,
or what that means to you, I should say.
Exactly. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, if you ask people, are you happy like in life? If the answer is yes, like that's what I mean by peak happiness. And do you feel fulfilled in your life? Like right now, I would say yes, because I have so many good friends. I mean, so many, like, you know, as many as I need. I don't want to say like I have like thousands of friends, but like, yes, I'm happy in my job. I'm happy in my, like, this podcast makes me so happy. It makes me feel fulfilled. I'm happy in my relationship, my family, like all these things come together. Sure, there's things that make me unhappy on like a daily basis. Sorry, not on a daily basis. That sounded so negative. I meant like on the day to day.
Yeah.
I can think of something that upset me yesterday, today, whatever. But overall, I am happy in life. And I feel like that is helping me like be more generous, because I now feel like, what are the things I can donate? Where can I donate them to like people that need them? What are the things I can help my friends with? Like, I don't see people as competition in my life. Like, I don't see the people that I know as like competition, because I feel secure and like happy in myself. So I think that's what it is. And also what leads you to like your peak happiness changes.
Yes, that's so
you can have your peak happiness right now and be single and still be like what today's peak happiness is, or this month or this year's, this phase, peak happiness. But then maybe the next phase, it's achieved by something else, and it's achieved by getting into a relationship and finding love. But I think that is okay. Like it can always change. And also I do think that you can find peak happiness and still feel like you're missing certain things.
Right. Okay.
But I think that it's finding it and still feeling secure, knowing that you're missing those things.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like I was just in therapy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. No, I agree.
Yeah, I just think that like that is true with all things too. Like just trying to be like a happier person and like following the things that make you happy and that aren't draining. Like I feel like this is just to wrap up the entire episode and like everything we talked about, but all things in life go back to, are you secure? Like, do you feel happiness every day?
I feel like but it's okay to say no.
It's okay to say no.
Too.
But I almost feel like that's why people say like, love yourself first.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of like looking in the mirror being like, I love myself, or like doing a nice thing for someone and being like, yeah, I love myself for that. But it's more like security, I think.
Yeah. No,
and I
agree.
feel like if you're like secure in your, but I guess no, you're right, because you don't have to be fully secure in order to like be a nice person.
I think what it is,
I think it helps though.
Yeah. Is like finding like, because for some people it's like clinically impossible to have their baseline be happy. Like people suffer from like depression and things like that. So it's, for me, it's more like finding joy.
Oh yeah.
And I think I've read somewhere like joy is different than happy. Like you should strive to find like pockets of joy in your life, not necessarily like I want to be happy every day.
That's a good point.
That's just not like realistic for a lot of people. Maybe for some people that's easy to just be happy every single day, but I think looking for like tiny joys and trying to like notice those throughout your day to day more so.
Yeah. I guess like maybe that's what I meant when I'm like, there's things that are like daily that I can be like, yeah, that's annoying. Like, no, I'm not happy 24/7. I just mean like in the grand scheme of life. But no, I get what you mean too. Like how not everyone's baseline is like neutral.
Right. Pockets of joy.
Yeah, I guess I don't know exactly what like true happiness is, but I do just think that like what I value in life is relationships and like creativity. And I just feel that once I became like more secure in relationships and how I let out my creativity, I do feel like it's made me like a happier person overall. And it has inspired me to build people up like way more. Like you don't need to be secure. Like there are probably a lot of people that are mentally struggling and wouldn't say they're happy in life and are insecure, but still love to do all the things that person said and like build people up, drop things off at the door, like finding like happiness and security. It's not the only way, but I just think that it helps. And I think that getting past the point of like seeing people as competition helps a lot. And I just think for me, security and joy is what helped me to not see people as competition. Hey guys, it's Kelee. I'm jumping in while editing because I wanted to clarify what I just said. I feel like when I described that, I made it seem like, oh, I have it all, so now I'm secure. I think what I meant is I don't think you need to have all the things that you want in order to feel secure in them. For example, if you want a relationship but you're single, if you want better friends but you haven't found them yet. I think if you want those things, you can find the security or joy that I'm referring to in the fact that you're not settling, you're not with the wrong person, you're still putting yourself out there to meet people, you're not throwing yourself into situations that don't serve you, you're not begging people to be friends with you. And I think that you can still feel let down sometimes if those connections or whatever you want isn't coming, and that's natural. But I think what's important is knowing that you're working towards what you want, not necessarily that you have every single thing you want. And if you don't know what you want, that's fine too. But I think you can recognize what you don't want and recognize what is not serving you, whether it's relationships, jobs, friendships, etc. And of course, there are people in life that are insecure or they aren't in that state of joy or security at this current moment, and they're still able to build people up and not see people as competition. This is just one thing that I think helped me on my journey, which obviously I'm still on. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. I'm still figuring it out. Okay, love you. Bye.
Yeah.
It's like that quote that's like, be friends with people that say your name in a room full of opportunities, even when you're not there. Like that quote, that sounds so cheesy, but yeah.
Huh.
I do feel like the people that do that and the people whose name you say, you don't see them as competition.
Yeah.
And like, how do you get to that point of like not seeing people as competition? Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just life, I guess.
That's just life, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have all the answers. Just
Not
99%
yet.
of them.
Give it a couple more episodes. We'll get there.
Give it a couple more episodes. Yes. So true. Yeah. It is hard too to like change your habits. Like this is a really interesting question about the like, how do I become more intentional and like be a better friend to people, be more thoughtful? This is so annoying.
I don't
but
know.
I kind of think the only way to do it is just to do it.
Do it. I was going to say, I mean, I'm not trying to like act like I was a horrible friend, but I was not the friend I feel like I am now, like in my teenage, early 20s years.
Yeah.
But you just like, if you want to be a better friend, be a better friend.
Yes.
Like show up for people when it's not convenient, or like go out of your way to ask someone how they are, or all these other little things. Like just do it.
Yeah. And I also think when it was like our first thing that we said on this topic, writing things down. Like if you're a person that is forgetful or busy, set a reminder in your phone. Like it sounds so stupid and like corny, but yeah, start writing down all the things your friends like when they say it. It's not weird. And I think a lot of people would be quick to be like, well, you can't just remember what your friend likes. Clearly, you don't care about them. Not everyone's brain works like that. Like, it's okay to be forgetful. Just set an alarm that says text friend. Like what's a time that you have more free time? Is it like Thursdays at 4:00? Is that when you have a break on your schedule or something? Set a reminder that says text friend heart. And it goes off every week at the same time. Text a different friend. Just be like, hey, thinking about you. If that's what you need to do. Also, whenever you think about it, just do it. I had a friend that would be like, I'm so bad at asking people to hang out. Like, I just never think of it. And our other friend's like, oh, well, just do it right now. Like, text her right now. Like, you're thinking about her now. Just ask her to hang out right now.
Right.
She's like, oh, no, like, no, I don't want to. Like, don't use, I'm so bad at it, so I can't do it as the excuse. Just do it. You're never going to get good at it by saying, I'm bad, I can't do it.
Or just accept that you're bad at it and then don't be upset about it.
Full circle. Make any decision you want, but don't fucking complain when you don't get the outcome that you think you're going to get.
That is full circle.
True.
Oh, gosh. Okay.